So it's currently finals week on my campus and I've been hustling, leaving very little time to make any videos. Carrying around this Harry Potter minifigure to keep me company during this busy time has definitely helped, but it also gave me a sweet idea to edit him casting some spells. I want to do this in less than 5 minutes, so let's go. The first spell up is by far my favorite from the Harry Potter movies, Expecto Patronum! Oh, what? This scene takes place in the woods at night, so I woke up early to get some darker lighting. I found some wood chips and ferns that should replicate the environment well. I got some quick shots of 2 different spots, and we were already on to the next. Next up, I wanted to recreate the Lumos spell. I walked around one of our campus buildings searching for a dark enough spot, but I found out that all the hallways were motion activated. I made it to the study room that was darker and turned on my trusty flashlight to take some pics. Not what I'm looking for. Maybe I'll have to wait until it gets darker out. In the meantime, I thought we could get our third spell, which is Fiire. Fiire. It's basically like a massive, terrifying fire animal, so that's cool, I guess. I took a few pics on this round table, but wanted a more menacing feel, as this is definitely not a spell Harry should be playing around with. I thought back in my memory bank and remembered we passed a piano on the way here, which could definitely get the job done. I set him up, moved him a bit, and it looked great. Alright, back to Lumos. This is by far the easiest spell to edit, but it's turning out to be the hardest to take. I looked upstairs for some darker rooms, but they were all locked. I tried a few more hallways, but kept setting off the lights, so I guess I'll just have to wait on this one. In the meantime though, let's toss our first 2 shots into Canva and start editing. Up first, our Fiire spell. Right away, I couldn't find anything that resembled it, so I took a more direct approach instead. This flamethrower cutout looks sweet and will work amazingly, but it's the snake head that I'm worried about. I popped in this snake cutout, so I at least had something to work off. Now let's fill it in. I sent all that to the back to finish off the teeth and tongue. Alright, time for the reveal.
Oh! He needs some milk!
The overlapping fire PNGs look horrifying, so let's fix that. I grabbed 3 fire-looking orbs of light and started covering up the overlaps. Okay, that's looking a lot better. Harry could use a little more editing, but I think this one's done. Expecto Patronum is up next, and we'll first need some Dementors. I found a great cutout and added a few around the shot, blurring some in the background. That looks great, but we're left with this overlap on Harry that needs to be fixed. I cut just Harry out of my phone to make him the final layer. Lining him back up was a piece of cake, and voila! Now the spell. The scene depicts this whitish bluish shield thing, so let's do that by adding a gazillion blue and white balls of light. Awesome. Okay, now let's send Harry to the front. Oh. Turns out my cutout job was not as good as I thought. Changing the lighting or adding some shadow didn't help much, so I just tried again. The second cutout looks way better. Let's finish up with some black shadows around the Dementors and adjust the brightness of the scene. Now we wait until dark for our final spell. While walking back home, I noticed the lights on in this campus building that's supposed to be closed today. I decided to see if it was open. Let's go! We're in! I walked upstairs and it was a ghost town. Because the building is closed today, the lights were shut off, leaving us with the perfect backdrop. I found the darkest hallway I could and set up Mr. Potter. The shots looked great, and we can now quickly complete our final edit of the Lumos spell. All I had to do for this one was change the brightness and add some light orbs. Easy peasy, gas station squeegee, we are done. I hope you enjoy the final product.
Lumos Maxima. Expecto Patronum!
Thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you on the flip.